they're deeply frustrated about what's happening in Iran and in the region. They feel a frustration with the White House and with the Trump administration, saying that Trump campaigned and promised to not engage the United States in more protracted conflicts, and they see this action in Iran as a breaking of that promise.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. How's it going? Aloha everyone, it's Sunday, March 8th. Yeah, and got to put this on. Yes, get color into the mix. Yep. And it is Sunday, so aloha. We're gonna do some old and new, which is random. Little random read, and it's okay to do this, and I found it's acceptable to do that. And also it has like these weird, sometimes interesting what comes up with the random, and no comment. And that, and little blog of news. The rain's gonna come back. There's a little bit of wind, but that's okay. But the rain, I mean, just not. It's gonna rain. It's a system that's gonna come over and go by slowly. So it's like the sit and soak and rain, and that can do flooding stuff. So they're getting ready. It's like, there we go again. So there's that. I don't know what else to say about that. But okay, let's just go right to the regular news. The regular news is the war in Iran. I get kind of burnt talking about it, so I put on the basketball sort of war stuff, and they're really battling whether to call it a war or not, because the Congress actually declares war. You have to, and Trump doesn't want to use the Congress. He wants to bypass dealing with the Congress. He wants to do it all on his own, just like a little dictator. So he wants to. So he does have a limited War Powers Act, which they kind of came up with. So that's a 60-day thing, I think. 60 days. I thought it might have been 90, but it's 60 days, I believe. And then Congress has to do something. So they've gotten away with a lot of stuff before in the past. Like I said, the Korean police action, which was the Korean War, the Vietnam police action, which turned into the Vietnam War. So they've scootled around it before, and this is kind of where they're going with it. Because Trump wants to just go to places with the big military and go, I don't like you. You're fired. Fire upon them. Boom, you know. And here's the troublesome thing: is he's kind of almost bored with Iran wanting the Kurds and everyone else to take over and do the dirty work on the ground. He definitely doesn't want to send in troops on the ground, although he might. You know, because you can't just bomb them from above. I keep saying this. You can't just regime change from above. We bomb you. We got your leader. Now change and be on our side. You can't just regime change. And they're talking about the new regime being on their side or being manipulated by them. A possibility. They don't do that. That's the stuff they used to do with the CIA in southern America, South America. The CIA would go in and do a black op, overthrow they do a little coup with the CIA, and they'd set up a banana republic, which is just sort of like, do whatever you say, and that's the banana republic thing they did. But now they're doing it big scale. Venezuela, boom, check mark. And then now Iran, check mark. They want to just regime change it. So they might have to do boots on the ground, but they're trying not to. This is very, very costly stuff when the economy is gone wacko and even unemployment's up. So we could be looking at a recession. We're not there yet, but this can easily just bump this shaky, uncertain economy with the tariff and all that. You can bump it. So that's not wow. And the prices are still high. And the gasoline. Okay, so when they're in Iran and that little Hormuz, the Persian Gulf. How many times have we used to hear about Persian Gulf? With the Iraq war, the Persian Gulf, that's a supply route of all this giant oil tankers, like 20% for the world. So a lot of the U.S. So that gets shut down because Iran's right there with their bombs and their the floating mines. So they're choking off that Hormuz, and it reminds me of hot dog or something. Hormuz, but it's blocking oil, and so the prices are going skyrocket. I mean, it just happened real fast. I mean, just look, the gas prices are up fast already, and these are things that Trump wants to see. I don't know. I'm thinking it's about oil and that the economy and big tech, big oil, and Trump. Those are the oligarch type things that he's in the billionaire club. So anyways, yeah. And Trump with his cavalier thing, he watched the 6 dead. They were killed with a drone, 6 Americans. The troopers, they're brought back. And he's just sitting there, you know. And he said just previously, well, you know, 6 dead, there might be more. That's what happens with war. Very cavalier. That's what happens. People die. You know, so what was a song singing in his head? You know, and he's just watching this. You know, the dead are being taken by, and he's probably has that Frank Sinatra song. That's life. That's how it goes. Riding high in April, shot down in May. That's life. You know, what? He just doesn't seem like he doesn't really get it. You know, and I don't know. And everything's breaking news. I'm just getting tired. Breaking news. The news is broken. It's broken news. It's breaking all the time. Ghostbox says nothing now. Let's do a little old and new, okay? Let's do this. Try and be quick about it. Not about this, but successes.
In Dio Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti.
And with a light source, random, old. And what comes up? Oh, Howie. Psalm 23, the Divine Shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He make me lie down in green pastures. He lead me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the right paths for his name's sakes. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. See what I'm talking about? No comment. New. Some new. Has to be rubric though, little red letters. Got one? Yeah, okay. Okay, this is Luke 22. Yeah, there it is. 22:47. The betrayal and arrest of Jesus. While he was still speaking, suddenly a crowd came, and one called Judas, one of the 12, was leading them. He approached Jesus to kiss him, but Jesus said to him, Judas, it is with a kiss that you are betraying the Son of Man. Okay. Alright, that was, still talking about the comment, but, no comment, but, see, sometimes, yeah. Okay, get everything going on? Alright, let's see what Hawaii News has news in Hawaii, what Hawaii News has to offer. The Hawaii News. Alright, look, we got floating fiction, friction. Okay, there's like the homeless people got like this kind of thing floating around. Or it's like, look, we're living on the water. We're safe now. You can't evict us because we live here. Homeless encampment. Little sinking. Homeless encampment moored along Kihei Stream poses naughty challenges. Naughty as in naughty? Outreach is difficult, that's why. Excess state health eats budget. Alright, let's just go. Let's go look inside here. Oh, Taiwan. Big rail construction. They're building the rail. That's the big tower of. It's like a skyscraper. It's just a pillar of cement gonna be. Oh no, that's right. There's measles in Hawaii now. There's measles coming over here. They're tracking. Look at all the measles people there. Where they went. They went to the Big Island and they've all visited the volcano. The measles people are here. So now measles. Oh, get your vaccination. Oh, that's okay. RF Junior said. Oh, and there we go. Here we go. Versus the MAA fight. I don't know. So our guy from Hawaii didn't win.
A day without Bruce Lee philosophy is like a day without sunshine.
Basketball. What happened with basketball? Basketball forward. Long Beach holds off Hawaii's only dinner. So Long Beach won. Oh gosh, and they show the picture. Look, it was a big jumble freaking, I don't know, the men's basketball, but we got awards honored for his other seniors. Okay, your seniors are gonna oh no, they're leaving. And UH baseball. Oh no. And the guy got the Cal Poly, the pitcher got injured. Maybe we can win now. Yeah, basketball. Oh, what were these? Okay, quick, go over here. A little back in the day. Remember 1971? That was the year to relax. Just go out into the lounge and hang out with this brand new modern looking furniture. Yeah, that's nice. Look, there's a magazine. It has pictures inside. Oh, I don't have to read the articles. This is customers relax and pioneer federal savings in the Kapiolani branch lounge. The club lounge have become popular and new for customers. Hey, we can just lounge out savings. Okay. Elephant Valley, where elephants are. San Diego Zoo. I went there. That's a huge zoo, San Diego. And on the ground in Iran, which is the buildings are becoming part of the ground. They're bombing this way, they're bombing that way, and Israel's getting the chance to bomb all their enemies, and everyone's just like bomb anything that moves. That's what's going on there. Everyone's just, hey, as soon as we're done bombing, it's like, use the bombs now. Both sides. And the US. It's just, 1,000 people dead in Iran from the bombing. Oh, here, political cartoon. Oh, we get the leaders.
They got me. Now there'll be peace and stability in my country and region.
And they got the Ayatollah, and then they got Gaddafi, and then they got Saddam, totally for sure. Yeah. Now that we got them, there was peace afterwards. Nope. Oh, what we got here?
Low taxes, brackets, not advantage, and both my men are listening to stable orders from American democracy and tariffs.
Oh gosh, that was tempting. How about this one here?
Greatest military on earth is Trump's toy.
Remembering the brouhaha several months ago when 6 U.S. representatives and senators reminded those serving in the military that their oath is to the Constitution and that they can refuse to follow illegal orders as explicitly stated in the Code of Military Conduct. And remember how Donald Trump and his Tory Pete Hegseth were apoplectic, accusing, it's a word, apoplectic, yeah? What does that mean? I don't know, accusing these 6 of sedition and the like? Well, they need not have worried. With the extrajudicial destruction of boats in the Caribbean, the subsequent decapitation of the government in Venezuela, and now this unprovoked war with Iran, our military leadership has complied with every illegal and unconstitutional order that this unstable president has given them. Our vaunted armed forces, which by all measures are unparalleled in in history is no longer our armed forces. It is Trump's to be used as his warped whim dictate. I hear Cuba is next on the agenda. God help us. Michael Clark, a la Moana. Well, thank you, Michael, for sending in your letter and being all public domain and talking in tutu voice. Sort of talking tutu voice. It was sort of. Yeah. He's become this kind of, I got this big, huge the best in the world, the biggest in the world. Yeah, got it. I understand all that. You don't need to praise the military, really. Yeah, kudos to them for being able to do their job, right? But the thing is, the commander-in-chief, the guy ordering stuff, and the Department of Defense, which is now the Department of War, with Pete Hegseth, a weekend news anchor from Fox. They're running all over the world, like going, we'll get them, we'll get them, we'll get them, and Congress be damned, and fly it to the wind. So that's very unstabilizing economically. For one, don't overlook that. For others, it's like, yeah, I mean, they're using people's lives, like cannon fodder type, I don't care. And it's the last bastion of, he's the commander of the army. This is the kind of thing this is why Julius Caesar got stabbed. After he was commander of the army, he went into Rome and declared himself emperor for life. And then the senators went, no, and stabbed him. So this is kind of moving towards the cross the Rubicon area of Trump. The leader of Iran was bad. Yeah, and for the people there, bad. Right. But to just move in and start bombing countries is like worse, because now the U.S. is the biggest, it's the biggest villain on the planet, and it's also pushing where other countries are going to be getting into the melee. So it's pushing that Doomsday Clock to that World War III thing. It's not a good look before midterm elections either. All of a sudden, it's not a good look for the midterm elections. It's already unpopular with the ICE and the economy, and this is making the economy worse. The gas prices are up. You cannot deny it. So, anyways, have a wonderful Sunday. It should be fine. I keep saying that because I'm hoping. Okay, have an aloha day, aloha to you, aloha.
Have a good one. Have a good one. Be good. It's okay.
Keep going.
Okay, bye.